for this conference, which is being organized by the Center for Public Policy Research, Kochi, in collaboration with the Consulate General of Japan in Chennai. It's my second visit to Kochi. I was also a part of the first conference on India-Japan relations, which was organized by CPPR in Kochi way back in 2019 in February. So I was a part of this session which looked at the Japan-India economic cooperation and also which looked at the Japan-India collaboration in Northeast India. I'm Professor Rupakjyoti Borah. I specialize on India-Japan relations. I hold a PhD from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, and I've been looking at Japan-India relations for almost more than a decade now. What I found most interesting about this session was that I think the presentation the presenters spoke very eloquently and in very great depth about the role of Japanese investment in India. And I was pleasantly very surprised to see that the Japanese investments in India have really taken up, as Professor Sato has shown through his very well designed slides, that the total flow of Japanese investment in India over the last, if you say 20 years, has really taken off. And in my paper, I presented on what are the potential for investment for Japan and India to collaborate in the infrastructure sector in Northeast India. I am from Northeast India, born and brought up in Assam, and I have seen that the Japanese investment in these parts in Northeast India has really taken off. This is also significant because no other country has been investing in such a big manner in Northeast India. And my fellow presenter, Dr. Amol Mukhia, he also presented a very wonderful paper which singled out what are the challenges as Japan moves into Northeast India infrastructure sector and what are the ramifications of that at the international level. So personally, I think there are a lot of takeaways from this for the future, for Japan, for India, for the Japanese government agencies like JICA, JETRO, and many others, and also for the Indian government agencies like the central government, the state governments, and agencies like the Ministry for Northeast Development, MDonor, and others. And I think in the course of time, they will, CPPR and the Consulate General of Japan in Chennai will come up with a policy paper or some book publications on this topic, which is of very particular relevance at this time when Japan investment in Northeast India is really taking off, and also at a countrywide level, Japan and India are really coming together in the realm of infrastructure. And the economic growth is important for both Japan and as well as for India. And India, as the IMF and many others have pointed out, is one of the fastest growing economies at a time when many countries are seeing reduced levels of growth in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak. Thank you, and I'm once again thank you to CPPR and the Consulate General of Japan in Chennai for getting me to this conference, which I think will be one of its kind.